is Ozioma, and here I talk about my life. Today, I'm going to be taking you with me on this vlog to Nottingham, to the University of Nottingham, and kind of showing you what a week in my life looks like. Well, not a typical week because this particular week I spent out of my uni, and I was on a research training at another university. So here is Piccadilly, which is a station in Manchester, is one I mostly travel from. I stopped by at Sainsbury's to get something to eat because I wasn't yet hungry because it was early in the morning, but I knew that I was going to get hungry maybe as I traveled or just as I arrived at the University of Nottingham. I didn't want to be walking up and down looking for food. And so this platform, my train was supposed to take off from platform 13. Is a bit separate away from the other platforms. And in previous times that I've traveled, I've made mistakes, so I usually go very early. Anyways, I was watching this board. The pink says you should wait in this waiting area for your train, and then it changes to blue, I think, when it's approaching. That's mine, platform 13 changing to blue, and then to green to say that you can go and stand by the platform. My train arrived shortly after, and then I boarded and the journey began. I got on the train and then sat by the window. Guys, I love the window seat so much, so much. Whether I'm flying, disappearing, crawling, walking, training, bussing, kekeing, I just love the window seats so much, right? And then at this point, I was contemplating whether I wanted to do some work because it was about 2 hours, was it? Almost 2 hours train ride. So, but there were some kids on the train that were being loud, so I just decided to do something light that wouldn't really require lots of concentration from me. As we journeyed, we passed these green meadows, and you guys, I was just every time I pass this place or these green meadows, because it's usually like on the train tracks, I'm always like, God, I beg, let me have money in this life just to be eating vegetables grown in my garden and meat ready in my backyard. Ugh, bliss, man. And then we passed by Sheffield. I have a friend who stays in Sheffield, and I passed by and I was like, Mama, when next am I gonna come and see this babe? But anyways, at this point I was writing something for just adding some more to my manuscript. I'm writing something, you guys. Maybe I'll let you guys know about it in future. And then I started catching up on my devotional. I think like we spend a lot of time commuting that we don't know. So me, I'm very intentional about the time I spend commuting and just trying to take advantage of it to do stuff that I couldn't do before I left the house. And then we arrived at Nottingham. Guys, I was very excited. This is the first time since like what forever that I was going outside of my uni for any like research training or anything like that. Like first time ever. So I was very excited about meeting other people. I was also very excited because I feel like what the course was about was something that I really needed to learn. Like this one is not me just being trying to get funds. I really needed to learn it. So I was excited about learning it, but I was also excited about meeting other people. This was me with my ungo na ungo. So yeah, I started to navigate my way to the campus. I arrived about an hour earlier than the time I was supposed to be there. So I went to the tram station or tram stop, and then I started to navigate my way through. And at this point, guys, I was just so proud of myself because it was when I first came into the UK. Maybe I would have first been disoriented. I'll now order Uber, spend my money anyhow. But yeah, I was very thankful that I was able to find my way, and then my day began. I arrived at the campus in good time, got registered, and I had the first day of lecture. I really loved it. And then in the evening, we went bowling. And afterwards, I just found myself in the city center. I was actually walking distance, just looking around. Actually, the word is gallivanting. And then getting some fruits at Sainsbury's because, when I'm outside of my house, I always like to ensure I have my nutrients in as well. And then that was the evening and morning and day to be gone. I really do know why I'm wearing chiffon, but I have my jacket too. Off to my class, and I'll see you guys soon. Day two was really nice. I learned about some techniques that I'd be using in my PhD, so that was really useful. In the evening, we had a buffet at Cosmo, and at this point, guys, me, I was already starving. I'd had pizza and sandwich, and I was tired. Here, I was just having pizza with akabanga because, see, the pepper was needed. After almost 2 days of like not having pepper, my brain was already behaving in a funny type of way. I just needed it, so I was very grateful for this opportunity. Um, I've been to Cosmo before when I was in Manchester with my friend earlier in the year, and I really loved it. I loved their dishes, and I recommend because the food is kind of spicy. Some of the food, Chinese food, or Indian food. It's really spicy and I love it. Anyways, that was it. I had buffet. I had dessert and enjoyed my day, and that was how day two went. Good morning, sunshine. Day three. I'm late today for breakfast. It's remaining 10 minutes or so. I hope they will still give me sharp. I'm very full from last night. I really don't want to eat, but I might have, not that I might have, I already bought fruits, which I'm probably going to have as lunch and dinner for the rest of the day. So I just want to take something like maybe cereal, and yeah, it's really cold. I didn't think it was going to be cold, but I brought my box socks just in case. But anyways, day three, here we go. See ya. This dress will end up begging me, auntie, please. No, 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 no. I just wanted to have a dress and not just like wear jeans all through the kini. And I had other dress, but this dress will start beg me. Okay, I hope I have a lovely day. Day three was nice, but I just couldn't eat a lot at the breakfast. I couldn't just, and then I went to class early. Learned so much as usual. And at the end of the day, I went to Wollaton Hall and the Deer Park, which is a really large expanse of land, and I really enjoyed taking the walk with my colleagues, learning about their PhDs, learning about their unis, learning about their journey, their experiences through the lockdown. For those that are not just starting like me, and it was just a really nice experience. Me, I really loved it. For me, like the company was number one, and then number two, just seeing when God's creation jam great stewardship, seeing how this park was maintained was really inspiring as well for me, and just stretching my body as well. It was a nice experience. After walking for some minutes, we started to approach the Wollaton Hall itself. The Wollaton Hall was built between 1580 and 1588, which is almost 500 years now, and I'm just like, wow, wow. I took lots of pictures and videos and slow-mos. I was definitely feeding my WhatsApp people good that week. And I was happy to be among people that also loved to take pictures and like videos, because if you're among people that don't really like taking pictures and videos, it might feel a bit awkward. But I was glad they took my pictures, I took their pictures, and we all had a really good time. As we're heading out of the park, we now saw the deers. And I mean, I was already moving close, and the lady from the University of Manchester was like, nope, 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 don't move so close. So I just took short videos of them, and then we started to navigate our way out of the park. It was a long walk, but me, I enjoyed the company, the gisting, the lessons, and the beautiful park. There was also a nice lake towards the end of the park as well. It was just a really nice experience. Maybe because me, I really like being out in nature. It was something I enjoyed. I went closer to the lake, and at this point, I didn't even know what to pray for anymore. Whether to pray for money to be able to live close to the green meadows, or to pray for money to live close to the lake, because it was just so nice and calm and still, and I was just imagining what it would be like to live close to this place. Anyways, we started our way back out, or out, continuing out of the park and out of the Wollaton Hall, and it was a great experience, guys. I was so tired. Honestly, I was tired because there's kind of mental fatigue that comes with information overload, which is what happened at at this training for me, and I was mentally tired. In fact, I saw someone returning back to the accommodation where we stayed at after the class, and she's like, you know what, she's going to bed, and it was really small for me to follow up, but I just said, no, Ozioma, when you go back to Manchester by the weekend, you can sleep or you can, but you have to explore, because I don't know when next I'm going to be coming to Nottingham anyways. And so explore I did, and after exploration we went to look for what to eat. I think I had KFC this evening, which is something I did not enjoy. I didn't even finish it because me and junk food were not really the best of friends. But yeah, I was hungry and I needed to get something to eat. So this was us returning back to the place that we stayed at. Our accommodation was in Jubilee campus, and it was a nice third day. Hey guys, morning. I am running late again. 8 minutes remaining for breakfast, and this is my fit for the day. And I'm going to have over it. Day four went really well. The classes were nice, and then there was a challenge. Yeah, that's what it was called, a challenge for the program or for the training, where we're supposed to work in groups to solve an optimization problem. And my group, let's just say, was just me and one guy. At the time when at this day for that we're still interested in the stuff. So we had a conversation earlier in the day, and I was hurrying from this my exploration so that I could go work with him to flesh out some of the things that we had discussed. I was tired mentally, but then I knew as well I was just counting down to a few hours when I'll be done at the training program. So this is the university main campus, and you can see me just playing around. I am very thankful again that the people that I was with were happy to like take my pictures and lots of it. So yeah, so much greenery, so much beauty. I thoroughly enjoyed my stay at the University of Nottingham. We explored further into the university, and then I saw this really cool building and I was just fascinated. Have I said on this channel before how I love buildings? Like, if I had an opportunity again or to come to this world again or something like that, I'd either be a builder, a bricklayer, or an architect. I really, really love buildings. I'm fascinated by the entire concept. And then we saw like really nice flowers because it's springtime. Even though the weather is still very much bipolar in nature, but well, it's supposed to be springtime. I took lots of pictures of the flowers and lots of nice pictures of myself as well. Again, my WhatsApp people were really eating good this particular week. The highlight of this day for me was the lakeside. Yeah, there was another lake again. I think we had planned to see the castle, right? But we couldn't make it on this particular day, so we just went to the lakeside, and I really enjoyed it because this lake had like ducks, and I'm going to show you guys. I really just like being outdoor in nature. It's therapeutic for me. I really love it. Doki doki. Doki doki doki. Hi doki doki. After playing some more with the dogs, we started to go out, and I saw this really nice artwork, and I was just like, oh my, some people are talented. Oh. That was how the evening of the fourth day went. After this park, I started to look for what to eat, myself and my colleagues, and then I went to Chopsticks. You guys, I had me beg Ella to release me from this place. She knows what I'm talking about. My friend got some vegan options, and that was how the evening went. Day five and the end. This is the view that was my balcony view. But yeah, we're living. This is my outfit for the day. I feel very relaxed and comfortable, and I will be definitely able to travel in this. So yeah, see you guys. I am done packing now. Had breakfast. I was late, but I think the message of God intervened because I didn't even think they would give me food. But now I'm full, ready to go in for the last sessions of the program. And yeah, we're supposed to have a test. I haven't read, but I think it's the basics. And I think I listened in class, so I'm just gonna get this scan through the the PowerPoint slides because yep, and I'm out. So I forgot to mention, last night I and my colleague worked late. I was actually having dinner. The dinner I got whilst we were working together, we worked till about midnight. Unfortunately, the time was very short. We couldn't really finish. And I think the organizers also realized that the time was so short. So what they did was to extend the time for handing in of the code and eventual prize selection or prize giving, and then recognize people that made contributions along the way. Yeah. So the gift bag was a box of chocolates and some branded souvenirs. I got two of these bags, and so I gave one to my colleague, the one with whom we worked together. And well, we're trying to see what we can do for the main submission. But I've been busy since I got back, and he's been busy as well. I think he also had a conference in between, so I really don't know about that. Let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed. On our way out of Nottingham after the test and everything else, we stopped at the Nottingham Castle, but our train was leaving within the hour, so we really did not have the luxury of time to explore as we would want. So what we did was just to take pictures in and around the place, and yeah, and then we started back on our way, and we started out on our way to the train station. I really, really enjoyed my stay at Nottingham, but the most important thing that I got out of this training session was for me not to be afraid to ask questions. When I started, I think I felt very, like on the first day during the sessions, I felt very intimidated, asking questions, and I really don't know why I felt that way. But I just felt very intimidated because again it was something that I didn't really know a lot about or have experience about. So I was very somehow about asking questions. I didn't know that I was going to be watched. I didn't know that I was going to be given gifts for being like active or for making contributions regarding the challenge just because I was asking questions and I was active in class. So yeah, these are some of the pictures that I took. I enjoyed my stay, and here's to more experiences. Here's to more balanced living. Here's to more wholesome living and finding time to explore in the middle of the research work or my learnings or my PhD experiences. I hope that you have enjoyed this vlog. If you have, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your time. Bye.